So Josh and I have been working with families for a really long time, and what we've learned is that a lot of the same conversations we have with parents of anxious kids happen again and again and again. And so we wanted to figure out, how do we get this information in the hands of parents as fast as possible, hopefully so they never even have to come see us to begin with.
That is the ultimate goal, for parents to become really their own therapists. Welcome to Raising Resilience, 25 Tips for Parenting Your Child with Anxiety or OCD. I'm Dr. Josh Spitalnick. I'm the practice owner of Anxiety Specialists of Atlanta, and I'm a licensed psychologist, board certified in cognitive behavioral therapy. And I have with me Marti Munford, licensed professional counselor and co-author of Raising Resilience. Marti, what are we doing here talking about these 25 tips?
I think there's kind of an old school thinking too, where you take your kid to therapy, you drop them off, you hope in an hour that they feel better, and really anxiety in particular, but I would say almost anything you're going to deal with your kid is going to end up being a family issue. And so parents often feel really stuck. So our job is to make sure parents don't feel stuck. What do I say? When do I push? When do I hold back? When do I help them? And what does help look like? And so my hope is that this helps point parents in the right direction.
And I like that, what does help look like? Because these tips that we've put together really run the gamut of self-care, understanding what conflict is in relationships, especially with your kids, sort of knowing what the symptoms are with your children, which obviously in therapy is what we talk quite a bit about, understanding where your team comes in, whether your team is your medical providers, your therapist, even the school, and what you can do to either engage or disengage so you're not really part of the challenge of their symptoms.
And so that is really our goal here, is to help walk parents through some really complicated, messy type situations, so that you can feel like you're giving your kid as much support as possible.
One of the nice things about a resource guide like this is that anyone can access it. You can download it. You can use it with a therapist that you're seeing in another part of the country. You can use it with your own family. You can bring it to a community group. That the tips in here are really designed for parents and caregivers to use, whether or not they ever have access to a therapist. It's also important for us to emphasize that at our practice at Anxiety Specialists of Atlanta, we emphasize the science and the art of psychotherapy. And our practice is known for providing various interventions that are really driven by the evidence and the data and really what works.
So Josh and I have come together. We're talking through all the tips, why we chose them, why we put them in this document. And so over the course of several videos, you're gonna hear us talk through each tip and why it's important to us. You can also access the full document on our website or through our YouTube channel, and we're happy that you're here to join us.
It's been an honor to write this document with you that was used, published, and sent out by the International OCD Foundation, I believe in their spring 2022 quarterly issue magazine. It's been shared online by some near and dear colleagues on YouTube, Nathan Peterson. We really appreciate you doing that. And we thought it's time to sort of get this out to even more people, so more families like ours have access to what we think are some of the do's and don'ts and the best practices of caring for, loving, and raising resilience in your child with anxiety and OCD.
If you like this episode, feel free to like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with everything else that we put out on our channel.